we are back to some more Skyrim. I apologize for the wait, had some issues and whatnot, but regardless, we are continuing on with the Dark Brotherhood quest. To note a few things, you may have noticed that I have some new armor. It is a modded armor that kind of changes the Brotherhood's armor, but it's not a complete overhaul. It's just for anyone that I wish to craft and use. It's the Sithis armor. I'll show it here. It's considered as light armor. I enchanted it and buffed it so it's at its flawless level. Has pretty decent armor stats for light armor. I put the magic regeneration buff on it. Here's the gloves, so on and so forth. Same thing with magic. So I'll be wearing this probably for the duration of the quest line. I actually really like the hood. It actually is a really nice looking outfit, if I do say so myself. Also, I switched paths from Toby to Shisui, or not Shisui, Itachi, because generally Toby's path, while it's interesting, it doesn't really help much during the playthrough other than letting me travel from place to place, and I already have fast travel. So I did switch back to a more offensive class, I guess, if you want to classify it. Anyways.
You're back. Good. Alright, so, did you meet this Motier? What did he want?
We did meet Motier, and he wants to kill the Emperor.
You're back. Good. Alright, so, did you meet this Motier? What did he want?
Motier wants us to kill the Emperor.
You're joking.
Of course not.
What's this? By Sithis, you're not joking.
I just said that.
To kill the Emperor of Tamriel. The Dark Brotherhood hasn't done such a thing since the assassination of Pelagius. As a matter of fact, no one has dared assassinate an Emperor of Tamriel since the murder of Uriel Septim, and that was 200 years ago.
Indeed.
No, she certainly wouldn't. And, for whatever reason, she chose to relay Motier's information to you. I don't know exactly what's going on here, if you're the listener, or this is some fluke, or what. But what we now have before us... You're damn right we'll accept it. If we pull this off, the Dark Brotherhood will know a fear and respect we haven't seen in centuries. You think I'd abandon an opportunity to lead my family to glory?
Oh, it's funny you say that.
This is all so much to take in. I need time to read the letter and figure out where we go from here. And this amulet. I'm thinking we need that amulet appraised. I want to know where it came from, how much it's worth, and if we can actually get away with selling it. And there's only one man who can give us what we need. Delvin Mallory. He's a fence, a private operator. Works out of the Ratway in Riften. Give me the letter. Bring Mallory the amulet. Find out everything you can and sell it if he's willing. He'll offer a letter of credit. That's fine. Delvin Mallory and the Dark Brotherhood have... history. He can be trusted.
Alright, so we now have our next mission, which is pretty much a delivery errand. I'm not exactly sure what the history between Delvin and the Dark Brotherhood is. I'm pretty sure someone who's a lot more knowledgeable in Skyrim would be more than happy to do so and tell me in the comments. I greatly appreciate that. Regardless, yeah, our next mission is to go deliver the amulet. Doesn't seem too hard. Okay, so here we are in Riften. We're going to head towards the Ratway, but before I do so, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before about the Brotherhood quest in Skyrim, how it differs from Alright, well, let me just get past these guys.
Of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail.
But yeah,
just
how it differs from Oblivion, and generally how I like Oblivion's take on the Dark Brotherhood. You do a lot more assassinations, you learn a lot more about the history of the Dark Brotherhood, and it's just overall just a better quest line altogether. Not to say that the Skyrim one isn't terrible by any means. It's definitely one of my favorite quest lines to go through. It's just, I think Oblivion did it better. Anyways, let's go inside the Ratway. So we're going to be running solo for a bit. I've been using companions quite a lot for the last couple of videos, so I figured I'd try and make a solo attempt for the next leg of this journey. We'll see how it goes. Now, I believe I've been down here before, so there shouldn't be any issues, but can't remember. Yeah, okay, we've definitely been down here before because we have the gate open and stuff. That's right, you know what? We actually came out here when we was taking care of the Mangekyo Sharingan, like earlier in chapter 1 of the playthrough. So there should be no enemies and no issues getting here. Okay, so let's go ahead and go sell this jewel. There is something I'm going to talk about a little bit later on in the video regarding videos and stuff like that. And I figured I'd kind of mention it on one of the chapters since a lot of people tend to watch these
For
videos.
conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
Oh, now you must be lost. Best you scurry off while you're able. The rat way, well, it has a habit of swallowing up the uninvited.
You clearly do not see what I'm wearing right now.
Oh, I see. Well now, how is Astrid doing these days, huh? Tell her to stop by sometime. We can have a drink. Catch up. Ah, but we can discuss that later, yeah? What does the Brotherhood need?
What can you tell me about the amulet?
Let's see. Where did you get this? No, don't answer. I don't want to know. This is an amulet of the Emperor's Elder Council, specially crafted for each member, worth a small fortune. Ain't something you give up lightly. Look, it ain't my business to tell the Dark Brotherhood its business, but if you killed a member of the Elder Council, you better believe.
Will you buy it?
Buy it? This? An Elder Council amulet? Oh yes indeed. Oh, wait just one moment. Here is a letter of credit, usable by Astrid only, for any service or item I can provide, as per our standard arrangement. You bring that back to your lovely mistress, with my regards.
Well.
Alright.
Follow me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever... Well.
Why are you
Follow
talking to me?
Impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Until next we meet, lass.
Yeah, that's just going to initiate more of the Thieves Guild. And if you guys want to see the Thieves Guild quest, let me know. I'm not too fond of the quest line, but if you guys do want to see it, maybe with a certain Uchiha, then just let me know in the comments below. Anyways, going back to the Dark Brotherhood. Alright, so we're back inside of the Dark Brotherhood, giving the letter of credit to Astra, I think is how you say her name. I really have forgotten, and that's Astrid.
Good.
There we
You're
go.
Back. Well, what did Mallory have to say? Is the amulet authentic?
It is indeed.
The Elder Council? Oh, now that explains quite a bit. Motier, you naughty, naughty boy. Hiring the Dark Brotherhood to help you rise beyond your station. Delicious. Was Mallory willing to buy the amulet?
Indeed he was. Here's your letter of credit.
Splendid. Then we're ready to begin. Or, more specifically, you're ready to begin. After all, you're the one the Night Mother spoke to. Now then, I hope you have something nice to wear, because you're going to a wedding.
Ah, yes, I remember this quest. And there's plenty of ways to do this, but I think... Oh, you know what? Shisui would have been the perfect candidate for this. Anyway, I'll explain while I get to the wedding.
Well, more like the public reception. It should be a lovely affair. You'll mingle with the guests, eat some cake, stab the bride. Oh, yes. You've got to kill the bride at her wedding. And they say romance is dead.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tough. Interesting, but tough.
Her name is Vittoria Vici. She oversees the East Empire Company's business holdings in Solitude. The wedding is being held in that city, at the Temple of the Divines. Her death will cause an uproar, which is exactly what we want. Vici is likely to address her guests frequently, as is the wedding custom. Kill her when she does that, and I promise you a significant bonus. Now go, and give my best to the bride.
Alright, so we have our first mission.
Kill well, and often.
Bound until death. Alright, so as she mentioned, we have to kill the bride of the wedding. Now, of course, weddings are huge ceremonies, and there's going to be a shit ton of people there. The reason I say that Shisui would have been the best pick for this, had I known, was because he has the Koto Matsukami. For those who know what the Koto Matsukami is, you pretty much can put two and two together. For those who don't, the Koto Matsukami in this mod gives you 3 versions. 1, it stops the enemy from attacking you. 2, the enemy becomes a follower. And 3, the enemy will kill themselves. Now, there's a couple of ways to handle that. One of my favorite ways I can think of is to have her actually become a follower of yours, lead her outside, and then assassinate her. I'm not sure if level 3 will work because it's still using I guess an attacking spell technically on her, and you will still alert the guard. So we'll have to figure out how to do this carefully with Itachi. Not really sure. Although now that I think about it, Toby actually would have been a good choice as well, because although I will have to use Kamui on her, it would only give me a bounty of only 40 instead of the $1,000 bounty, which again, price isn't the problem. It's just escaping the city without having to worry about fighting every single one there. But yeah, Toby definitely would have been a good choice as well. I could have sent her to the Kamui dimension, teleported there, and then ended her life inside of the dimension. There would have been no one around, and yeah, it definitely would have worked. There goes my other horse spawning in. Anyway, we are going to what is it, Solitude, so we can attend the wedding and figure out some way to actually kill her. Alright, Solitude. Now, I imagine all these people here are probably preparing for the wedding.
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor. She struck an iceberg and went down just north.
So you have to apologize. I'm still kind of like
suits
think
me.
a couple
It's
ways to
difficult
actually
and
do
sometimes
this.
Tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
A well-struck arrow, you say? That may be a good option if I can find a corner to stealth in.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with you. Yeah.
Being old's not so bad.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see what we can do for this.
Days are done.
Go ahead and pop a save outside of here just in case.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of tales to tell. But I'm afraid I'm too busy to hear them.
Papa says I won't see Ravir anymore. But he wouldn't tell me why not.
Well, because Ravir's dead. His head is gone. I'm pretty sure you saw it. Or maybe you didn't. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do this.
I'm just here to provide protection for His Eminence's cousin. Please, enjoy yourself.
You're from Cyrodiil. You know nothing about us. Nothing.
Oh, I know enough.
I'm so glad Vittoria and Asgir chose a
Troublemaking
public
Stormcloaks
reception.
refused
That way the
to
entire
submit
city
to imperial authority.
Yeah, this is...
Victoria did pretty well for herself, marrying that Asgir.
And
Not a
when the
bad-looking
elves
fellow at all.
marched in your beloved
I think there's a way to
Cyrodiil,
go up top. Here we go.
everyone took up arms against them. Wasn't that treason? Against the Dominion, huh?
Why, that's not the same thing at all. The Dominion were invaders, conquerors. We had to fight them to preserve our own way of life.
My point exact.
Now, unfortunately, we're still seen here because it's bright daylight. We did pick up an arrow and a bow. It's not going to be too damaging, however. Let's see. I believe it was Funeral's Inn. Now, this does actually do a bit more damage than, well, no, scratch that. This does about, in total, 48 points of damage, and then this one does 47. So, one more point of damage, according with the Frost and Stamina, which may be a better choice. In terms of arrows, we have Ebony Arrows, which I think is our strongest arrows. But the problem being here is we're going to be seen, and there's no way around being seen. And I don't think I have enough power to actually assassinate her in one shot, even though she doesn't have armor. Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting shot here. I may get it off. I'm not sure. Let's see. If I pop that and see, where's the potion of true shot? I'm pretty sure I still have it, right? I could have sworn I had a true shot potion somewhere. Let's add a poison. Here you go, elixir of true shot. Ah, okay. I actually fucked up. If I would have took the potion first. I wonder. There's no actual way to do this without being seen. Actually, this could be my one and only chance.
Help!
Someone there.
Somebody help!
Victoria! No!
Wait. Okay.
The bride has been murdered! Somebody help!
You're a dead woman!
I'm getting out of here.
Okay, so we actually did it, and I don't think they suspected me. Just gonna take all your stuff, take the wedding band.
Please, someone do something!
Okay, they know. Well, time to get out of here. However, we don't have a bounty on us, so that's good. Oh, this man is chasing me. I wonder. I'm gonna pop a save. I'm gonna drop Tsukiyomi on him, and I wonder if that's gonna. Let's see. I wonder if that's gonna affect how the other guards react to me.
Ah, found you.
Alright, so he's taken care of. And I think I can get out of here now. So, now that that's done, and I think we actually did pretty well on that, all things considering, we can go back to the Dark Brotherhood and let her know that Victoria is dead. Alright, so let's go tell her that Victoria is dead. Again, pretty simple, a lot simpler than I thought it would be.
The news is everywhere. Vittoria Vici, the Emperor's cousin, butchered at her own wedding. Well done.
Now,
let's see His Eminence try to ignore this.
I don't think I got the bonus because I didn't assassinate her as she was addressing the crowd, but it's a lot more dangerous to do that.
The news is everywhere. Vittoria Vici, With Vici's murder, you've started us down a path the Dark Brotherhood hasn't traveled in centuries. The assassination of an emperor.
If I would have waited until she addressed the crowd, I definitely would have took her out and got the bonus.
A unique
but that's
spell
fine.
To summon a legend of the Dark Brotherhood. His soul serves us now in death, as his body once did in life. Unfortunately, in your zeal, you failed to eliminate Vici while she addressed her guests as directed. I'm sorry, but your bonus is forfeit. Now then,
truth be told, I'm not really worried about that.
Time to proceed to the next stage of the plan. Go and speak with Gabriella. She's been helping me arrange your next contract.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the bonus. I think it was just an additional gold or maybe a weapon. But at this point, I think we got a pretty good amount of equipment. Now, as I mentioned before, generally just something I want to talk about in regards to videos. Now, I know a lot of people, about 14,000 of you subscribe to the channel to watch Skyrim related content. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel as though I've been dropping the ball on that department. Obviously, that's why you guys subscribe and watch the channel, the majority of you. So I'm going to start putting out more of that content. So the Naruto videos, some of the Dragon Ball Z videos, those are going to be on the back burner. And I think I'm going to focus like more general gameplay on the stream. So if you do want to see more of the Naruto online fights or the Xenoverse 2 fights and stuff like that, that stuff is going to be on Twitch. I will be streaming those games, be playing with some subs, playing with viewers, playing random battles and stuff like that. But I think for YouTube's purposes, I'm strictly going to stick to Skyrim related content because Again, that's the majority of what you guys want to watch. You can check the statistics, the analytics, you can check the videos. The majority of people watch Skyrim related content on this channel, and there's nothing wrong with that. I need to provide you guys with that content. So from here on out, I think that's what I'm going to start doing. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, let's talk to Gabriella. Actually, before we do that, let's check out the scroll we have, which is, it's unfortunate that it's a scroll instead of an actual spell book. And I think actually scrolls are here. Where are the scrolls? Or is it actual book? Because I thought it was a scroll. Maybe it's a summon book, and I'm just like completely an idiot. Because that is possible, and I have been fooled before. So let's see. Spell Tome, Summon Storm Acronac, Equilibrium, some other stuff that I'm probably never going to use. Shadow Form is something I'm not going to use. Let's see. Yeah, I thought it was a scroll, but maybe I don't have it. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll probably never use it. Essentially, it's the soul of the... And I cannot remember his name for the life of me. Someone's going to tell me in the comments. But if you played the Oblivion storyline, it's his soul, basically. The I think it was... He wasn't the listener, because I think he was the listener. But it was someone up in rank in the Dark Brotherhood. I wish I could remember his name.
Dear sister, I've been waiting for you. Your next contract awaits, as I'm sure Astrid indicated. With the Emperor's arrival in Skyrim now a certainty, his security service, the Penitus Oculatus, will need to begin its preparations immediately. Security is being handled by a Commander Maro. Astrid and I have devised a plan to break the man, and in doing so, cripple the Emperor's protection. You are to slay the Commander's son, Gaius Maro, and once he is dead, plant false evidence on his body, implicating him in a plot to kill the Emperor.
Ooh.
He is set to leave the Penitus Oculatus outpost at Dragonbridge and inspect the security of each city in Skyrim. Go there now. Observe Gaius Maro's departure and follow him. Waylay him in one of the cities and send his soul to Sithis. Once he's dead, plant the incriminating letter on his body and let fate take care of the rest. Oh, and one final thing. To earn your bonus, do not kill Gaius Maro in Dragonbridge or on the road. Kill him in one of the other major cities he'll be visiting. There, the body will be discovered quickly, as will the letter implicating Gaius Maro in the plot to assassinate the Emperor. Do that, and Astrid has authorized me to grant you a rather unique bonus. It is a special token to be given to Olava the Feeble in Whiterun. Olava is an old and dear friend, and a powerful seer. The token entitles you to a reading of your future. It's an opportunity one should not pass up.
Alright, so...
No. We know there's an actual written travel schedule, somewhere in the Penitus Oculatus outpost. Securing that would, obviously, be most beneficial.
So, there's two ways to handle this, as you've heard. One is to just downright kill him in Dragon's Road or on the bridge, but of course we don't get the token to tell our future. Now, I think, depending on your race and what you've done so far in the game and all you've done, your future will change. And since I've completed the main storyline in the DLC, I'm not exactly sure what all she will tell me. We will be going for the bonus, though. In this case, I believe probably will actually go to kill him in one of the cities. However, it's going to make things a little bit difficult, and the screen just went black because mods. So give me 1 second while I fix this. Okay, there we go. Now he's in Dragonbridge. I'm not exactly sure where the plans are. They are in an an outpost, but I'm not exactly sure where the outposts are. So generally, let's see. Must I kill him Dragonbridge or on the road? Put one in the cities. Yeah, let's see. Maybe it's in the Dragonbridge outpost. I'm not exactly too sure. But by the time we get to Dragonbridge, I believe he's already going to be en route, and we'll have to like track him down in some of the major cities. Not entirely sure. We'll find out. It's been a while since I've done this quest. Okay, so here we are in Dragonbridge, and I think I see him up ahead, and I believe that's the outpost to the left. Now, I don't know if I can straight up walk in outpost and grab the travel plans. Now, if we do manage to grab the travel plans, I can wait for him in one of the cities and just assassinate him there.
Don't worry too much. I'll be fine.
I know you will, but all the same, remember everything I said. Stay alert, and when you get to the cities, make your observations and move on.
I understand, but you're being paranoid. I'm inspecting security, not charging off into battle. There's not a lot that can go wrong.
Oh, you say that as I stand right here. You do not know half of what's going on right now. Anyway.
Son, when the Emperor...
Alright, so travel plans are on the table. I don't think I can just sit up there and pick them up. Let's see, you're scheduled to hear the following schedules. Alright, so Monday, Solitude, the Emperor's Tower, the Castle, Food and Sleep. So in the evening, we can sneak into the castle and assassinate him. Let's see. So here we have a couple places where he's going to be, and like places he's going to take a rest. Now, the smart thing to do would be to travel to one of these places in the evening and to and to wait till he goes to sleep, get in there and assassinate him. Now, let's see what today is. Today is Taurus, which is I think Thursday.
Trust me, we haven't...
So let's see, on Taurus, he's going to be in Windhelm. And let's see, Windhelm. Oh wait, Taurus. That's Windhelm or Whiterun, excuse me. So he's going to be in the Band Mare at night.
Nothing to say to one another.
That's fine. Can I take this? Cool. Alright, so we got that. And no one saw us. Alright. So from here on out,
we have nothing to say to one another.
We really don't. He's making his rounds. And I think it's just him by himself. He doesn't have a security detail on him, which, again, this makes things much easier if you wanted to assassinate him in Dragon's Bridge or on the road. But once you try and get him into the cities, it becomes a little bit more difficult. But regardless, he is heading to Whiterun, which I believe is... Oh god, my sense of direction's off. Alright, so he hasn't quite made it here yet, but it's safe to assume that he will be on his way. And this rain is actually really killing FPS right now, which is fine, it's to be expected. Did I buy this place? So, I wasn't never exactly sure if I bought Breeze Home, but I guess I did. That's good to know. I'll actually have to come in here and stuff a couple of items later. But let's see, I believe I read that correctly about his schedule. Let's see. What was the actual objective? Alright. Gaius Maro's travel schedule. So let's see. If I have to take a guess, it should be FG. Here we go. So yeah. Maybe did I read this wrong? I think I might have read this wrong. No? Let's see. Whiterun, right? Yeah, he's definitely supposed to be in Whiterun. Let's see. And according to the schedule, he is going to be the Bannered Mare. I'm an idiot. I can't read. The Bannered Mare. There's a lot of people here. So let's go ahead and pop a quick save here. And what we're going to do is we'll actually buy a room. And we will wait a couple hours and see if he arrives here. If not, we'll try and catch him in the next city.
I heard the gourmet is hiding up. Sure thing, it's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room right this way.
Alright, please do.
Men ran and they cowered, and they fought and they died. And they bled as they issued their cries. We need saviors to free us.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Alright, this should be everything now. Get the fuck out.
On the field of this new order wage.
Alright. So, I guess we'll wait here a couple hours and see if he arrives. There we go. 2 hours later, he is here. Now.
Oh, did you need something?
Then came the tongue.
Here he is. Now this is going to be a little bit difficult because unlike the last part, there's a lot more eyes here. Is he actually leaving? He is leaving. I was not expecting him to leave. It's not a good thing. Man, this guy travels quick. Okay.
Keep back, citizen. I have important business I must attend to. Is that a threat? Back off, or by the 8 I'll cleave that arrogant head from its shoulders. You are trying my patience, citizen. Back away. Now. You are trying my patience, citizen.
Now, unfortunately, you can't goad him into a fight.
You are trying my patience, citizen. Back away. Now.
Ah, there's so many bodies here. Although I am the...
You are trying my patience, citizen. Back away. Now.
Oh, this guard is in the way. However, I am I think it's the Thal here. They may look the other way if I cause a murder. Maybe.
I work with my mom, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most of the hard work.
Let's see. Not really much I can do stealth-wise. Oh, here we go. There's a special power. Lucian, that's his name. Thank you. So that's what you get as a power once you complete that quest. It's actually not that bad. I thought it was like a single scroll, but it's actually a power. Very interesting that it's an actual power. Anyway. Again, there's no way to actually assassinate this guy, I don't think. There's too many bodies around.
You are trying my patience, citizen. Back away. Now. You are trying my patience, citizen. Back away. Now. You are trying my patience, citizen. Back away. Now.
Trying to think. I may just have to free ball it here.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Does he actually go to sleep here? Because if he does, that'd be a lot better. Okay, this could be the break I was looking for. Alright. Letter from father. Alright. Let's see. Incriminating letter. What is there, 2 of them? This is it. Cool. Alright. It's okay. So that went a lot better than I expected. Again, I was expecting him just like to sit there and lay down and then for me to just get the free hit on that.
Could you spare a coin?
Hey, look at that. Janessa, how you been? And I don't know who you are, but you're not important.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. Took me in, and we've done as much as we can to prepare. But remember, Whiterun is home to the companions. Any dragon that comes here will get marked in this bargain.
That's fair. God, I should really upgrade your equipment next time. Never mind, you're dancing. You're having fun here. So now that that's done, we can go back to the Dark Brotherhood, let her know that the second target is down and that we've actually earned the bonus this time. So that's actually going to be interesting. We can come back here and read our fortune. Alright.
Ah, at last. I've been anxiously awaiting your return.
Apparently, you're just sitting there waiting for me at the fucking entrance. Okay.
Yes, I know. As does Astrid. You have done well, and have earned both your reward and a bonus, as I have mentioned. But you should know that we have a more pressing matter to deal with. It's... Cicero. There's been an incident. You should proceed into the sanctuary. I'll let Astrid explain.
Right. Of course, them two are going to get into it. Let's drop a quick save here. After we get done with this part, we will go see what our future holds, because I'm actually pretty interested to see what she says after you've beaten all the DLC and the story, and just kind of, like, doing the side missions and all that. I don't think that's a spell book. No, it's not. Not a spell book, but like an XP book. Generally, you can tell when a book's an XP book by their value. Every value of a book that gives you XP or skill level is, I believe, worth 50 coins, if I remember correctly.
Thank you, dear. You are most kind. The jester's cut feels as bad as it looks, I'm afraid.
Damn it, this never should have happened. We knew better. We knew better, and still we let our guards down. Ugh!
I'll admit, even I'm having a hard time disagreeing with you.
Maro is dead, I know, but we've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, do tell, you're bleeding. You were, like, really bleeding.
The fool went absolutely berserk. He wounded Vizara, tried to kill me, and then he fled. I knew that lunatic couldn't be trusted.
Oh, it's true, I'm afraid. Cicero was a little whirlwind, slashing this way and that. It would have been funny if he weren't trying to murder us all.
Don't forget the ranting and raving. About the Night Mother, how she was the true leader of the Dark Brotherhood, and Astrid was just a pretender.
Look, we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with this situation.
Of course I've got to deal with it.
I want you to find that miserable little fool and end his life. But first, find my husband. Make sure he's all right. After the attack, Arnbjorn flew into a rage. When Cicero left, Arnbjorn went after him. They disappeared into the wild. Search Cicero's room. Maybe there's something in there that sheds some light on where he might have gone. Let me know the minute you find something. I've got to see to Vizara and calm everyone down.
Bested by a fool. Who's the fool now, hmm?
Hush, Vizara. You were very brave. Astrid may well be dead if not for you.
She's right. I'll be forever in your debt, dearest brother. Now be quiet. Just rest.
Now, there's a couple ways to do the next couple of parts. And generally, I'm pretty sure most of you have already played this, know what I'm talking about, which is probably the majority of you. You can choose to kill Cicero, and that's mainly where the game's kind of leading you to. But the outcome of you actually killing him, it doesn't really change too much, and you actually miss out on something kind of special with Cicero. Regardless, though, I don't think I'm gonna actually kill him, even though I probably should. You got something to say to me? Probably not. I can't remember if the Night Mother actually says anything to you during this part of the quest. Anyway, let's go ahead and check his room. He just leaves his volume of his diaries here. Now, there's, I believe, like 6 or 7 volumes that you can read, and it kind of details exactly why Cicero acts the way he does. And I would read them to you, but I'm pretty sure anyone who's actually interested in the entire story of Cicero has probably already Googled or saw another video on that, so I won't waste your time. Anyway, let's read the final volume. Let's see. I've written the letters, so polite, so official. The Black Door will ask, What is life's greatest illusion? I am to answer innocence, my brother. So where he has gone to is another sanctuary in Skyrim. There has been a secret Dark Brotherhood sanctuary that, that has been abandoned for some time now. And I believe Cicero has gone there, and I'm not sure if it's to start up a new Dark Brotherhood or just to find sanctuary after everything that went down so far.
Have you found something?
Indeed.
Good, good. Does it say where he may be headed? The Dawnstar Sanctuary? Whatever for. Never mind, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. Now. Every moment counts, so I want you to take my horse. His name is Shadowmere. You'll find him outside by the pool. Let's just say he's one of us. Find Arnbjorn. Make sure my husband's all right. And then send that jester's twisted little soul to the void, in as many pieces as possible. Look, the Dark Brotherhood is a family. This sanctuary is a family. And we've always welcomed those shunned by society. Werewolves, wizards, eternal 10-year-old vampires. What does it matter? In truth, I've rarely met a lunatic I haven't liked. Cicero's problem isn't his madness. It's an adherence to an ancient, outmoded way of life. The Night Mother's ways simply are not our ways. He just couldn't accept that. And now he'll have to pay the price.
And now, see, you kind of get like a class of interest between them. You have someone who's bound by the ancient times of the Dark Brotherhood, which I guess 200 years would be considered ancient. I know they date farther back than that, but that's kind of like... and it's not their introduction, because I believe, and someone's going to actually probably shit on me for this, but I have not actually played all of Morrowind. So there's probably in Morrowind, and I'm sure there was in like some of the older Elder Scrolls games as well, but generally the Night Mother and the old ways of Dark Brotherhood have the 5 tenets, and Astrid has pretty much abandoned that for her own League of Assassins. And the conflict of interest between them has kind of risen up over the years, and right now it's at its boiling point. Anyway, let's go find Cicero. But before that, let's meet Shadowmere. You look a lot different than I remember. Less demonic. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting to see like how everything's kind of like hit up to a boiling point, and you just so happen to arrive when the shit hits the fan. Regardless, he is in Dawnstar, I believe, which, yeah, the Dawnstar Sanctuary, which is pretty much to the north of Dawnstar. I'm going to pop a quick save here before I go there, because Dawnstar has given me some issues in the past. I'd rather pop a save file now than have to worry about it and try and find a way around the city. Hopefully that isn't the case. Now, this is something I've been thinking about for Chapter 3 of the playthrough, because inevitably there's going to be a Chapter 3. I think there's going to be one of those kind of on-again, off-again series. I think Chapter 3 is going to mainly deal with... Who is here behind me? I thought I got rid of you. Why are you here? I don't know why you're here. Anyway, Chapter 3 is mainly going to deal with some of the modded quests that I have. I know we've already done one, which was the Undeath one. And that was just kind of a spur-of-the-moment type thing with the modded quest line. But yeah, Chapter 3, I believe, is going to deal with modded quests. And there's actually 2 or 3 that I have. That I want to do. One of them is actually a gauntlet of like strong bosses that you can go through. Another one is
Ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Is, I believe, I've showed this off in the mod showcase. It is called, I think, Darkened, and it is a Dark Souls inspired like quest line / new land, and I'm really interested to see how that plays out, because I never actually completed it. I just kind of like walked around the tutorial level. Oh, you were bleeding out. you might be dead. I can't remember. But yeah, generally I might do that as part of chapter 3. Why are you here, Lydia? Everything is so weird right now.
Should have figured Astrid would send you.
Your beard's poking through your mask.
What gave it away? Yeah, gotta admit that little Jester's good with that butter knife. But don't worry, I gave as good as I got. In there, through the door. Some old sanctuary by the looks of it. I would have followed him, but I don't know the phrase. Alright, you convinced me. Doubt I'd be much good to you anyway. The little fop cut me pretty deep. But I slashed him good. Pretty sure I severed an artery. Don't know what you're gonna find in there. But you can probably just follow the blood.
Alright. Alright, I thought you was actually gonna be dead. But it seems like you survived.
Do me a favor and kill that little Jester twice. Just to make sure.
Man, a lot of you are going to be disappointed in what I decided to do.
What is life's greatest illusion?
The one where you saw the lady in half. Now, I don't remember if there's enemies here. Now there are some clothes here, and they're the clothes that he wears, and I think they give you some pretty interesting buffs, if I remember. Let's see. Jester's boots. The wearer is muffled and moves silently. Prices are 12% better, and one-handed attacks do 12% more damage. Double sneak attack damage to one-handed weapons, and sneaking is better. So yeah, it's actually not a bad set. I think it's slightly better in terms of the buffs that you get than the Dark Brotherhood stuff. Regardless. I lost my train of thought, and I'm an idiot. Anyway, I don't think there's any books here that give you skill points. No. So let's be a little bit alert here, because I don't. Yep. Hello. Yep. Okay. Right. Was not expecting that. And it's been a while since I saved it, I think. Cool. Alright, so ghosts are powerful. Lesson learned. Okay, so we are back inside of the sanctuary. Gonna drop a save here. So yeah, hopefully I don't get caught off guard again. Let's grab his buff and we'll disenchant them. And actually, since we're here, I'm actually gonna use the summon spectral assassin. So there's Lucian. He's actually a pretty cool character in Oblivion. I actually enjoyed him a lot. Fortunately, he is no more, except for a ghost of his former self, essentially. Alright, so yeah, got our vengeance back. I'm not sure if there was more than that. I'd imagine there has to be somewhere. Oh, that arrow did a lot of damage. Okay. Wow, did not know that would do a lot of damage like that.
The Keeper is a sacred position within the Dark Brotherhood. Ask yourself, do you trust the wisdom of Our Lady?
And that's so cool that he gives dialogue like that. It's I don't know. Just it's a cool little added bonus because they don't have to do that. They didn't have to add like the little dialogue that he has. You know what? Haha. All right. Oh, fuck, I'm at it. That's fine. Jesus, these arrows do a lot of damage to me.
I will kill this jester if you so desire. But there's a disturbance in the void.
I think this dialogue only happens if you summon him.
Father does not wish this.
And like, this is just him hinting that you probably shouldn't kill Cicero. I've actually experienced this before, because generally I never use the Spectral Assassin, but that's actually pretty cool.
You're still alive. Respects the listener's abilities, of course, but could you at least slow down a bit? Not what I used to be.
I was but a speaker for the Black
A speaker, there we go.
But you have been named listener. There is no higher honor.
God, this is actually a really cool dialogue. So yeah, apparently he kind of gives you hints as to maybe you shouldn't kill Cicero. Something's not right here. Such a badass. And I believe the person that killed him was the person who betrayed the Dark Brotherhood.
We are bonded now, you and I, joined through the powers of the void.
Let's see, I think there's a shortcut here I can unlock. Here we go. That unlocks the gate. Let's see. I think this way is a trap.
Perhaps we should find a random stranger to murder.
Okay, no, it's a trap from the other side.
Does make perfect.
Not sure how many more specters there are. But yeah, just, I don't know, it's just a cool little added bonus that I never actually knew about. I don't know.
Chili. You'll enjoy this. Not an original part of the sanctuary per se. Let's call it a forced addition. Forced by what? Oh, come and see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a fucking troll.
All right. So Cicero attacked that large animal. What's a fool to do when his mother is slandered and mocked? Surely the listener understands.
Yeah, maybe if he wasn't trying to kill me, I have a little bit more sympathy for you.
Have you heard the tale of Matthew Bellamont and the great treachery of Chaden Hall? Kill a boy's mother, and vengeance festers in the sun.
So yeah, I think he mentions his, assassinations from Oblivion, if I remember correctly. So let's see, I think we're relatively close to the end of this. Let's see, go ahead and drop one more save.
I remember Skyrim from my youth, and the glistening crimson on fields of white.
You are like super edgy right now. Not that I don't love it, it's great. You're just really edgy right now. I'm gonna need you to tone it down a bit. You're rocking at like a 10 right now. Need you to drop it down to like a 3 or a 4.
Maybe we can just forget about this.
There is murder in the air. I can taste it.
What do you say?
Oh, wow. That was 3 critical strikes. Yeah, they drop pretty quick. But then again, they can drop me pretty quick too, so it's kind of fair at this point. Be careful opening this chest. I think I can do this master lock. Let's see. I'll skip it towards the end so you don't have to see me struggle with this. So there we go. It took about 10-15 lockpicks, but hey, we leveled up off of it too, so that's definitely worth it. Ooh, an ebony bow. That's actually pretty powerful. I believe I can enchant that too with something. And I am now carrying too much. Let's see. What weighs the most and I don't need? Because I have a shit ton of stuff that weighs a lot. I guess I really don't need this ebony bow. Alright, well, screw that. That's fine. I was going to use that, but the weight that I have on is not worth it. Actually, you know what? There's a spell I want to use. Alright, so I should actually take off Susanna so you can get a better look at this. But the spell I used earlier was Tsukiyomi Mirage Raven, and what that does is any enemies that are surrounding you, it causes them to fear you for, I think it's like 60 seconds, but your movement speed is decreased by 50%. They used to have an effect on it, but I think it's a little bugged out. But you can see you have the spell initiated when you have the crow on the side of your shoulder. So pretty cool. I enjoy it a lot whenever you're surrounded by enemies and you need to make a quick escape. See, bear trap. Pretty sure this hallway has like lots of disgusting stuff.
There is a sacred position within the Dark Brotherhood. Ask yourself, do you trust the wisdom of Our Lady?
And here is Cicero. Now, again, there's 2 ways you can do this. One is you'll have to face Cicero, and he's actually pretty tough to fight. The second is to actually let him live.
In the air, I can taste it.
You caught me. I surrender. Oh, you prefer to listen, eh? Of course, of course. The listener listens. A joke. A funny joke.
This jester,
I get it.
So desire. But
Then
there's
listen to this. Don't kill me. Let poor Cicero live. I attacked this trumpet bastard. I did. And I do it again. Anything for our mother? Return to the pretender. Tell her I'm dead. Tell her you strangled me with my own intestines. But lie. Yes, lie. Lie and let me live.
My blade.
So, here's where you can make the choice. I'm actually going to dispel the summon. Oh, okay, that actually doesn't work. Let's see. That's fine. And here we go. This ought to do it. There we go. Now, I believe you still actually get the... There he is, yeah. It just takes 24 hours for it to activate again, which is fine. But yeah, here you can choose to kill Cicero, or you can leave him alive. And he says that he has no fight left, but of course, if you do decide to attack him, he will get up and fight you. There's no question about that.
Cicero has no
Indeed. Now, generally, it's a better idea to let him live, and if you follow the rest of the storyline, you'll kind of see why, which is what we're going to do here. I know a couple of people are going to be disappointed in my decision, but I generally like Cicero, even though he's a creepy little fucking clown. As a character and kind of like as what the Dark Brotherhood kind of stands for, I actually do like his character more so than the rest of the cast. But anyway, I believe this is a good part to end it, because once we leave here and go to the... That just happened. Once we leave here and go talk to Astrid, we're going to be on the final chapter of the Dark Brotherhood, and there's quite a lot to do once we reach that point. Let's buff up our health a little bit, and we have 1 perk point that we can use, which I want to do enchanting, I believe, because what I want to do is I want to get extra effect, and the reason that is I can put 2 enchantments on 1 item, but that's actually gonna take a minute. So let's see, earth, fire, insightful. Let's do insightful, and then we'll do corpus, and then we can do extra effect. Anyway, sorry about that, rambling on. Yeah, so we will go talk to Astrid, and we will complete the final chapter of the Dark Brotherhood. I apologize for the wait, and again, if you do generally like these videos, it's greatly appreciated that if you haven't subbed, please sub. And if you happen to like the video, please like the video. You know, the typical YouTube bullshit. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.